Sunday, September 4th, 2022. We're coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee. Lovely, cloudy Green Hills as slowly but surely the seasons are starting to change. There's a nice cool difference in temperature in the mornings. We're still pretty hot during the day, but we are in the beginnings of fall here in Nashville. Today's the last day for the outdoor pool at the Green Hills Y. I swim a mile a day when I'm home and sometimes on the road if I can find a pool. And when the outdoor pool is open, the indoor pool has less people in it, so I have a greater chance of getting a swimming lane. And when the outdoor pool closes, which is happening effectively this afternoon when they're done, it means the indoor pool has a lot more pressure on it because there's only so many lanes. So we're going to say goodbye to the outdoor pool for the season and say hello to more chaos at the indoor pool. Who knew swimming pools had so much drama? Swimming pools are a sociological event. Oh, gosh. I love it, though. I picked this up during the pandemic, the habit of swimming, because it felt safe. And during the heyday of the pandemic, when things were really scary, I swam. I'm staying with it. So here we are, the 4th of September. We're looking at a lot of tour dates in front of us as we go around with this new record.
I forgot.
What'd you forget?
I should have put that on when you were doing your...
Swimming Corner.
Yeah, someone said something which I think is so great. Let me see if I can find it.
Got Michele's Bicycle Corner. Always a lane struggle.
Which is so
It
true.
is. It's a lane struggle. Sharing is an option. But when you share a lane, you end up with feet and fists in your face if you can't get it timed out with the person you share with. It is a pacing problem, inevitably. And yet, we make it work because swimming is really a great exercise. And it burns a lot of calories and puts no stress on my joints. So Jaimee's recovering from a surgery. How are you feeling today?
Medium.
You are how many days out from surgery?
I think it's like almost been 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Like Tuesday it'll be 3 weeks, but it's been really, I was telling like Michele in the sound check, I guess, that it's been really weird because I'll have days where I'm really, really strong and I feel awesome. And then other like days or even sometimes later in the same day where my energy totally crashes. And I've been really numb in the whole area where I had surgery, and now things are starting to like
reconnect.
Yes, and that is a very strange experience where I'm getting these like shock sensations all over my body, and I feel
electrical.
Like I feel like they're coming from one place, but they're not coming from there, and so I just feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm in like a foreign vessel right now. It's really weird, and I think. I don't know. We're going on the road. I'm a little nervous about it.
Yeah, because yours truly is going to have to be the butler. I will have to carry everything. And we're not flying on this one. We're out for 3 weeks, and we're just going to drive. We're going to drive. We play here in Nashville, well, actually Franklin, Tennessee, on Wednesday at the Franklin Theater. Then Thursday we go to Chattanooga. And then we make a beeline up to the Carolinas. We play in Boone, North Carolina. Then we play in Asheville. So this is a driving tour. So the lifting is not as intense as an airport tour, but there is lifting stuff in and out of the car and into the hotel and out of the hotel and in and out of the venue. But I think I can handle it. And Jaimee's able to sit in the chair and sing and play, and that's really all we need you to do. And we're going to make it work. It's just going to be different. And I'm going to have to be patient, which everybody knows I'm really, really, really patient. I'm an incredibly patient person. Not. My patience has grown, though, over the years because it had to, or I was going to combust internally, perpetually, and burn down. But yeah, I'm not the most patient person, so this is going to be a good exercise in stretching for me. So we'll see how it goes.
Sarcasm emoji. That's so good.
You come home late, you come home early. You come home big when you're feeling small. You come home straight, you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You broke in the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. I got a heart, it burns with a fever. I got a word and a jealous mind. How could a love that'd last forever get left so far behind? What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You broke in the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. Picket Harris. It's mighty mean and a dreadful sorrow crosses the evil line today. How could you ask about tomorrow when we ain't got one word to say? What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You broke in the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You broke in the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. You're out there running just to be on the run. You're out there running just to be on the run. I'll always remember that song, the time we played it at the Troubadour with John and Fiona Prine sitting in the audience up in the balcony. It was a tribute to John Prine for the Grammys in Los Angeles in 2019. And we got invited to play, and that's the song we played. And after we got done, Fiona and John said, "We love you, Mary and Jaimee." It was so sweet. It was so sweet. It was one of the most beautiful things.
And it was the best part about the Grammys by far.
It was the best part of the. It was
Not even
literally
close.
the best
Yeah, it
thing that
was-
happened
yeah.
at the Grammys.
And Betty Lavette doing Souvenirs.
Betty Lavette.
Her 15-minute version of Souvenirs,
does
which is
the most incredible
unreal.
version of Souvenirs.
It was so good. People lost
Took
their minds.
me years to get these souvenirs.
Her shoes were like,
And she had high heels and was so
she was so great. I remember just more and more like all the artists one by one kept like, we're all like looking on the stairs like, damn.
Whoa.
Damn, Betty.
It was great. It was a beautiful collection of people.
Allison Russell.
Alison Russell.
Margot Price.
Margot
was
Price.
So nice. I remember her being so
Ashley
nice.
McBride.
That's right. Ashley McBride was there.
Yeah, she hadn't made the big time yet.
Maria Muldaur.
Maria Muldaur.
Killed it.
Boss Gags.
We won't talk about.
The guy in the cowboy hat with the skinny
I was
jeans.
just
That guy. Mr. Loud.
Mr. One of the most awkward moments of my life.
What's his name? I forgot his name.
Dwight Yoakam.
Oh, Dwight Yoakam, yeah. Yeah, Dwight Yoakam had to be louder than everybody else by 1,000%, which made things quite tricky on stage.
Well, it also cracked me up because, so Mary and I, this thing happened. I think it was like Maria Muldaur got on the other side of him, and maybe one other person, and then like Dwight was like just to the left of John. So when we had, did this big finale, right? Paradise, everyone, all the artists were like coming down the stairs to get on the other side of the stage, but Dwight
Took up the
wouldn't let me get
past.
past him, and so it looked like I was like trying to be center stage, and I was like, no, I swear he just won't let me pass. And so it's like this weird thing where there's like, if you can see the picture, it's pretty funny. It's like Maria, Dwight, John, and then everybody else is like huddled up on this side of the stage.
Because Dwight wouldn't let anybody get past because he was.
I don't know what he was doing, but it was like.
Well, he was getting louder and louder and
funny.
doing the giant center stage man spread thing.
It was so fun. It was so funny, bro. That was an adventure.
Sociology of a pool.
Sociology.
Sociology of a John Prine tribute concert finale. Sociology of everything. Well, I stared out of the windshield into the rain so light. I put on my dim. Somebody flashed their bright. And I reached over, turned the radio way down low. Your sister cried all the way home. Lightning crash and the road shone like a mirror. Dog came out of the ditch, then he disappeared. And I remembered a conversation conversation we once had on the phone. Your sister cried all the way home. And I'll never know how you got into such a mess. Why do the bridesmaids all have to wear the same dress? Everybody says you looked real good. I think you looked stoned. And your sister cried all the way home. 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 Well, stumbling past your house, baby, at the break of day, I thought I saw your silhouette dance against the shade. I went down to the mission. I called and called your name till an angel with a face like yours came down and let me in. Thought I saw your reflection in a cigarette machine, in a bottle, in a gutter, in a window on a street, in a storefront, in a picture on an old broken TV. I swear it was you staring back at me. And I heard soldiers' voices by the city gates. There were junkies lying on the ground. They made me look away. I spilled you on a mirror. I chopped you into slice over some old kitchen sink. I tried to make you die. Thought I saw your reflection in a cigarette machine, in a bottle, in a gutter, in a window on the I swear it was you staring back at me. Old radios, broken mirrors, dog-eared things I read, worn out movie stars and faded limousines. I struggle through the old charade, coffee cups and clams. I can't keep up with parades. I keep falling down. Thought I saw your reflection in a cigarette machine, in a bottle, in a gutter, in a window on the street, in a storefront, in a picture on an old broken TV. I swear it was you staring back at me, in a storefront, in a picture on an old broken TV. I swear it was you staring back at me. Nice, Jaimee.
Thank you.
Really nice. Yeah, I started feeling kind of low with all the stuff that's going on, and just playing 3-4 songs, I'm suddenly feeling reset and a whole lot
Oh,
better.
that's great.
Yeah, we are blessed to have the Maestro with us here today. Michele is in the house. We should bring him on into the stream. And
Let's get ready for your favorite catchphrase of the show.
here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Italy, my friends.
Yay! Welcome back.
Welcome
Thank you,
back.
thank you. How are you, my friends? So great to see you. Yes. And hi to all our friends.
Hi to everyone.
Yes, there was a fantastic Sunday with Mary last Sunday with incredible guests also. So I saw it. It was cool.
Tom
Paxton is
Tom Paxton
cool.
is
Yes.
cool.
Yes. It was. I remember him the few times I met him. Was such a sweet man and cool man also. So I have only good memories connected with him.
Me too. Yeah, me too. He's very kind.
And he's a real master and still doing it in some way.
Oh yeah, I mean Guy Clark in Tom's bio. There's a quote from Guy Clark, and I think Guy pretty much summed it up. He said before Tom Paxton, people really weren't writing their own songs in this business. Tom Paxton invented the whole notion of a singer-songwriter, of a person
Oh yes.
who writes their own songs. Now, of course, Bob Dylan is credited with this, but it was Tom Paxton, I think, that came before Dylan doing this.
Oh yes. He is the the inventor and the mentor for many people. My friend Eric Anderson always tells me that Tom Paxton was actually his real mentor, not Dylan. So
Mm.
that's really interesting. Many people say this. Guy
Yeah,
Clark, Eric
Pete
Anderson.
Seeger. Yeah, Pete Seeger points to Tom as well, or pointed to Tom as well. Tom was and is
Oh
an
yes.
icon and a legendary figure in folk music and songwriting and writing your own songs. And he really is a great teacher too. I've had the great privilege of teaching with him several times,
Hmm.
and he talks about this thing that he created, which is the singer songwriter, in ways that are interesting. For example, in the show last week, he said, just because you've written a lot of songs doesn't mean you've written a lot of good songs. And what an audience wants is good songs. So you don't, because you're a songwriter, feel like you should have to play only the songs you've written, which I think we're at a state of the music business where that's kind of where we are, is people feel
Oh
like they only
yes.
should sing their own songs. And what Tom says, you got to write a whole lot of songs to get good at it. So mix in some songs you didn't write that are really, really good as you become more developed as a songwriter, as you learn the craft. I think that was really sage advice. So, yeah, I
Oh
didn't know you were
yeah.
watching last week. Oh, that was cool.
Yes. It was cool, and I was thinking every time I see an old man like he is now, but with such energy, I was thinking to some lines by one of my favorite poet Yeats that say that an old man is just a poor thing, caught on a stick, unless soul sings and claps hands and sing a louder sing for every tatter in the mortal dress. That's him. So there are every one of us is getting older, and there are tatters, and something is broken. But if soul sings and louder sings for every fracture that you have, so you become a wise man like Tom Paxton. Yes, unbelievable.
A
I love
beautiful,
him.
beautiful quote. Yeah, music
Mm.
will keep you young. Music will keep you connected to passion. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Is to not become just a series of habits and and things that happen over and over again every day. To break habits and to try new things. That's I find as I get older the challenge is to is to not go, I don't know how to do that and I don't want to learn. Like there's this resistance now that I have to really fight against to push in the direction of, okay, this is going to be hard, but I want to I want to try it, you know.
Oh yes. Oh
Yeah,
yes. Oh yes.
yeah. So what you got going on over there, Maestro?
But
How you
but as-
how you
but
how you
speaking now about a young songwriter that you know very well, Jamie Harris, there is a song that I really like, that I really love on her forthcoming album. And just a few days ago, Jamie told me that that song will be the single of the album, The Fair and Dark Haired Lad. So I'm really proud also because I played on that song actually, and I always was thinking that that was a special song.
it
So
really is.
so
Yeah.
because it's a cross between a ancient folk song and a contemporary song in some way. So and I love this cross between these two different things, and I love the melody. So I will do an instrumental version as
Oh, yay.
a homage to this song that I love, and also wishing Jamie to feel better and better.
Oh,
So
thank
this is
you.
for you, Jamie.
cool.
That was for you, Jaimee.
Aw, thank you, Michele. Thank you.
I always loved this great song.
Oh, thank you.
I can't wait. This will be out soon, I hope.
February.
I can't remember. We're not supposed to tell. So we'll
Sometime
just keep it.
in February.
Yeah, we're supposed to. Yeah.
Sometime, someday, it will be out.
Sometime. Yeah.
Well, Jaime's.
I was telling folks I have a on Patreon. I have the demo up there, and then I've been sharing these little clips from the record. So all of them have been posted now. And the clip that I shared is of your solo on there.
Oh,
so
wow,
everyone can go
wow.
in and hear Mark's guitar solo that goes into your violin solo. And Michele, I have to send you the music video.
Oh yes,
think-
I can't wait to see it.
It's really incredible. It was made by Irakli.
Oh,
Kay,
yes.
or, Nana Kay and Irakli Gabriel, who play with
Yes.
Dave Volney, who you've
Yes,
had on the show.
I love their style. Their
Yes.
videos are fantastic. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this one.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
Wow,
send it to you.
must
Yeah,
be
you'll love it.
dark. I
Cinema
can't wait.
Verde.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Please send me.
Cool.
I will
Thanks,
keep it
Michele.
for myself for now. All right.
All right, we'll bring you back in a minute.
See
Okay.
you soon.
Ciao, ciao.
You want to play one, Jaimee, or you up for it?
Sure, I'm happy to play one. Or did you want to play first?
Why don't you go ahead and play?
Okay.
Maybe she even play Dark Hair Last so
Oh.
people can get the
Oh, okay.
lyrical.
Yeah, I could.
Does that make sense, or
That does make sense.
yeah?
That does make sense.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for joining us today. We happy to have you with us. This is probably going to be our last live broadcast until December, I think, because we are really about to tear up the highways for a while. Unless something changes, we'll be out there. So I'm happy to look up and see that there's folks with us. Thanks for being part of our journey.
Yeah, shout outs to our friend. See, our friend Carrie's on the stream, and our friend Eileen's on the stream. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's have our West Coast friends out here. Had my first drink before I could drive. Mama left it on the counter half full one night. Felt the fire in my chest, shook the hand of the fair and dark-haired lad. He crept through the boards, hid behind the door. Now he ain't got a reason to hide no more. Took the seat at the table that my daddy once had, the fair and dark-haired lad. He's got no hands but in his grip. His burning kiss lands on my lips. Lingers like a love gone bad. The fair and dark-haired lad. He's got no voice but he calls my name. Feel his blood running through my veins. His laughter howls like a dog gone mad. The fair and dark-haired lad.
Insert Michele solo here.
I look in the mirror, I see him there. Bloodshot eyes and a vacant stare. He took everything I ever had. The fair and dark-haired lad. Turn the engine over, roll the windows down. Left a note to tell him where I'm bound. I say goodbye, tip
speaking
My
of
favorite word.
spooky, would you play Sam's?
Ooh, okay.
Keep it on the
Ooh,
the night train.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this record that you're coming out with could have been called Night Music.
You know what's so funny is have you seen the Taylor Swift thing?
She did not. Oh yeah, Midnight.
Midnight? Yeah, I mean, like, Eliza Gilkyson, one of my favorite Eliza Gilkyson records is called The Nocturne Diaries. Similar vibe. She's like, these are all songs that Eliza allegedly wrote at night, or like woke up in the middle of the night, in the middle middle of a dream, and wrote and recorded. So that's a great nighttime record, the Nocturne Diaries. But yeah, Taylor Swift is doing a similar thing. All songs she wrote in the middle of the night. So it's an idea I love. I love a night driving record.
I think you made a night driving record.
Peter Case made one too. That's who we've had on the show. That's really great too. It's called The Midnight Broadcast, and it's kind of
came out during the pandemic.
It did, and it's like set up kind of like an old radio show that you listen to. It's
cool.
So cool.
He's cool.
He is cool. And Terry, I see your message there. We're going to be in Austin at 3:10 on October 21st, if you're still there. So
seated show.
We might
seated
miss,
show.
yeah.
It's a rock club, but we don't do standing shows because we want our fans to sit down and we want the people to be comfortable. So that show's going to be seated at 3:10 in Austin.
Great.
Here we go. I love this song.
Oh, let me make sure this came out of the case today. It's been lonely. It's letting me know. It's good to see you, oh my friend. I've been hiding out again. I had this feeling you would understand. Spending too much time alone, and for a moment I'll start feeling good again. Go on down to Sam's. Is that how we met? Sam don't run the place no more. They got rock stars living in the back. You and I guess that we don't think too much on that. We just talk out by the fire, and every once in a while I'll light a cigarette, even though I know you hate it. Just like our friend that died, or is he really gone, or in the wind? I think I'm spinning out again. Is that how we met? Pretty soon you'll head north, so will I. We'll say goodbye and then return when the leaves have changed their color. Tell our stories of the loves that fell apart out on the road. If we had better sense, we would just join our hearts. Have we ever? I don't remember. Can't forget. Is that how we met? Back when the place was still a biker bar, I'd come up late and put 'em down, 'cause not a soul I ever knew was hanging around. No one cared if I drove off into the night to greet the flashing lights. They tied me up, put me back inside. I remember, can't forget. Is that how we met? Well, it seems it's finally happened, like I knew it would in good time. My friend, I know I've finally lost my mind, spending too much time alone, and for a moment I'll start feeling good again. Go on down to Sam's.
Yeah, I love that song. Did you write that song before you got sober or after?
Oh, after.
And so you were imagining what it would be like if you hadn't gotten sober?
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
I've never asked you about this song. And
You know, this-
now's as good a time as any.
yeah, that's funny. The song is pretty mysterious to me in a lot of ways. Actually, it kind of came like a download through me. But I started thinking about it. Yeah, basically, there's this place in Austin that I love so much called Sam's Town Point, and it's now owned by Ramsey Midwood, who is a great singer-songwriter, as you know, wonderful artist. Just a
Huge fan.
Yeah, he's a fun guy, and the place is always like, just like when you think of a dive, if you close your mind and you think of a dive bar that you would enjoy spending time in, that's Sam's. And so, like a pool table in the middle, and just a mix of characters. And many, many years ago, when I was still drinking, I played a gig there with this trio I was in, and only one person came to see us. So I was like, wow, like I really like this place, and like no one I know spends time here. Because at the time, it's in South Austin. At that point, it was like pretty, far South Austin, and now it's been totally incorporated since Austin has grown so much. But so I started going there to like hang out and drink, and then when I got sober, obviously stopped doing that, and then kind of developed a relationship with it again once Ramsey bought it, because they started having a lot of great shows there. It became a huge hang for musicians again, like people that had kind of loved it before. And so I just started spending a lot of time there. And so it's kind of, I think it's a combination of like a little bit of things that happened in my life that didn't necessarily take place at that bar that I kind of made all happen in one scenario. And also just, it's such a great people watching place, and it became more so as like more people started to move in, and you kind of had to know about it. You'd kind of, even though it's been incorporated, you don't necessarily stumble onto Sam's. So you kind of have to, usually music brings people there because it's so great. It's, but yeah, so I kind of just imagined some things that would have happened, and some things that really did happen, but not necessarily in that setting, and kind of melded things that I saw and weird, just making up stories about other people's lives, as you see go by. Do you ever do that? You just sit and you watch people go by and you go, I'm going to wonder what their story is. But I remember just like being in a really, really excellent mood, and the sun was shining, and I was sitting at my kitchen table, and it just kind of came out. And I was like, whoa, that's kind of a weird thing to come out. I just remember like playing that riff over and over and over again. And, of course, the more I've intellectualized it after I've written, I'm like, wow, that repetitive melody feels like, the repetition of alcohol, active addiction. And yeah, exactly. So
the character is you, not you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's hard to explain.
And half of my imagination. Yeah, it's me and not me, and a lot of imagination.
It's you, not you, and some third entity that we don't have a name for.
I honestly think there might have been somebody else that sounds crazy, I guess, but another person that, like, when the channel opened up said, let me tell you my story, and had to speak through me too. But it was one of those, like, I've only had a few songs that really came out in without a lot of editing and just a full dump, and that was one of them.
It's a great song.
Well, thank you.
It's mysterious and beautiful, and
Yeah, I think the mystery of it and not questioning it and just having a gut going, I don't exactly know what it means, but it feels right.
I think it's
I think I'll-
probably just best left a mystery, but it
Yeah.
seems to me like it would be a vision of you writing about you if you hadn't have got sober.
But you, like, when you wrote I Drink, that was kind of the deal, right? But you intentionally knew that.
I
Is that
wrote I
right?
Drink thinking about myself not having gotten sober,
Right.
and then it morphed into this guy that I knew,
Right.
John Lincoln Wright.
That's interesting. You went into it. I think I maybe went into it thinking it was me, and then it ended up not being me.
That's exactly what happened with I Drink. I thought it was me, and then the
Yeah.
character that came to life shoved me to the side and
Yep.
said, yeah, it's not about you. As life will often do as well. You think it's about you, hey? Well, it's a beautiful
Well,
song.
thank you. I'm curious to see if it's one of those that remains a mystery, or if one day I'll be on stage or have a moment where I go, oh, I think that was you, or I know what that means now.
Meet that person.
Yeah, maybe I'll meet that person exactly.
Highway 90 westbound in the falling dark, rolling past cornfields, catfish farms and swamps. A Pascagoula sunset, a longing breaking through. I don't know why I'm always leaving. I don't know why I left you. Won't you meet me in the meadow? We can look up at the stars, lean into the wind, dream again, find out who we are. Won't you meet me in the meadow? No more alone. We could lay down in the grass till the feelings pass, then go home. I have so much to tell you. I'm ready to come clean. Don't know why I'm tired of running from things I cannot leave. You and me and Mississippi battled beautiful scars in need of forgiveness and the grace of God. Won't you meet me in the meadow? We can look up at the stars. We could lean into the wind, dream again. find out who we are. Won't you meet me in the meadow? No more alone. We could lay down in the grass till the feelings pass, then go home. Let's throw a blanket in the grass till the feelings pass, then go home. I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of singing that one. It's got a thing to it that I really like. I don't even know how to describe that thing, but Steam train Maury died last night. His wife wandered by his side. He caught a westbound out of here, hopped the high irons to the by and by. They say he jumped 10,000 trains, rode 1,000,000 miles for free, helped out at VA hospitals and penitentiaries. Dandy Dave and Rusty Nails and Sweet Lady Sugar Cane, Dead-Eye Kate and the Baloney Kid raised their cups tonight in Steam Train's name. Senators and congressmen, puppets on a string. Among windswept vagabonds, Steam Train was the king. He was the last of the Hobocanes. He was the last of the Hobocanes. Bums, they drank and wandered around. Tramps dream and wandered too. But a hobo, well, he was a pioneer and he preferred to work for food. He knew how a nation was doing by the length of a sidewalk cigarette butt. Born with an aching wanderlust embedded in his gut. Hounded, beaten, laughed at, broke, chased out of every town with his walking stick scepter, with his shredded coffee can crammed the last of the Hobocanes, the last of the Hobocanes. last free men are hobos. Steinbeck said and paid him cash. And the stories he bought from them helped him write The Grapes of Wrath. But boxcars been sealed for years and trespassers do time. Railroad yards are razor wired, now hoboing's a crime. So here's to you, steam train Maury. Hold that westbound tide as you ride off into history. The last hobo, the last ride, the last of the hobo kings, the last of the hobo kings.
Speaking of Peter Case,
Song written with Peter Case. Crescent City disappearing through the rearview mirror, just like she's always done. Spend my life running from the ghosts of the Volcare and that dirty spillway water in the noonday sun. The daughters of charity left a mark on me. Keeping secrets, Lord, it just makes you feel alone. Magazine Street stole from me, and I never thought I'd find my way home. Thank God for you. Thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, honey, I thank God for you. I thank God for you. Thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. I was just another junkie jonesing on a Greyhound bus with a 20-year ticket to a tortured mind. Sirens and sorrow, a cigarette buzz. My Jesus in pieces, broken as a highway line. Thank God for you. I thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, honey, I thank God for you. God for you. I thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. You gave me something no one can take away. You saw through me and loved me anyway. I thank God for you. Thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. Thank God for you. Thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. Give me a look. Did I do something? What happened? You don't want to say? Yeah. Well, okay. Want to go to Italy? Let's see how the Maestro's doing.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to Italy. And yes, it's great to listen again to this beautiful song. I remember all the time that we played the song on the road. I was thinking about so many times we played the Last of the Hobo King. That is one of my favorite song. And from the first time I played that song, I played the viola for some reason, and you liked it,
I loved it.
And so I kept playing the viola on the song, and I think for me it's part of the character of the song in some
It
way.
is.
So
It
and
is. It is. The
so I was
the
playing,
low notes. They make me feel
yeah, the low note.
like I'm in the heart chakra around loving this man I never met. You know, Steam Train Maury. But I do. I feel connected with that resonating low note of the viola. It just adds to the intensity of the emotion of connection.
Yes, yes. For some reason, this is the way we both channeled the soul of Steam Train in this song. So, and I always love to play this song because every night there is a little twist, change something, and I have something, and we played it so many times, but every night I really wanted to play it. It seems to me to meet this man every time we played the song. So in some way, I know him. So it's a weird feeling.
Yeah, it is. It's never the same song twice in a lot of
Yes,
ways. In a lot of ways.
yes, and
I was looking at pictures. My phone gives me memory pictures. I guess everybody's phone does that. And there were the pictures of you and I at the grave of Sylvia Plath.
oh yes, I remember that day. I remember that was an incredible day when we went there in Heptonstall village up there. So
Hebden Bridge in
yes,
England.
yes, Hebden Bridge, and you go up there in Heptonstall where there is this graveyard where Sylvia Plath is buried. In some way, I was thinking that her husband was hiding her there in this little village in middle of England, but slowly it became a place of pilgrimage, and also us, you and me, went there, and we connected with her. It was a really special day, and it's one of my favorite picture of us. I framed it, by the way.
It's one of my favorite pictures too of us, and I remember that wildly ancient church next to the graveyard, like from the, I don't know, 14th century or so. It's ancient ruins of a church,
Yes,
and
yes.
the remoteness of that graveyard. It's so far from anything. It's a strange feeling to go there, and that is the grave of the great poet Sylvia Plath. Very,
Yes, yes. It
you
was
have to want to find it. You can't. There's no way you're going to stumble into that.
no, no, no. You really have to go there to find it. So and but I always keep memory of that day. I came back a couple of times there because it's a special place. It's a sacred place, a place of pilgrimage for me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We made that day matter. That was a big day. Anyway, I was just thinking of that, and the song somehow, the hobo song connects in some emotional way to all of that. For me, I'm not sure. It's just you're just part of the story in an integral way of all of this. Anyway, what you got for us, Maestro?
Yes, I was thinking about this when we were around in England many times, and we we went there, and we I was thinking about the viola and also about one song that we were listening many time, and it's in England mainly, and it became an an obsession for me after a while. That is "Ride On" by Christy Moore, and
Oh
uh,
my God, yeah, it's an obsession for me too, actually.
and I love that song so much. I was thinking, Mary, that one day or one or another day we have to play that song together because there is a mystery in this song. In
I would
this,
like to learn that song. That song
hmm,
is galactic. It's interplanetary. It's bigger than
mhm.
any one uh, discussion of it or understanding of it. It's expansive. It's who knows what
Yes,
it is. It's big. It's all I can say is it's big.
yes, it was. It was not written by Christy Moore, but by another English songwriter. I don't remember the name now. I'm sorry, but anyway, the interpretation of Christy Moore gave to these words and to this music a special feeling. Also, the lick that is that he play with. With the guitar is something mysterious, and there is this mysterious horse. Maybe is death itself. I don't know, but anyway, it's a mysterious ride, and so I played something with my viola, a viola version of "Ride On" that I hope can inspire you, Mary, to
To
play
learn this thing.
together one
Yes,
day.
yeah. Yeah, I appreciate the invitation. I will learn it.
Good. I hope so. It's such a great song. And there is also Mary Gaucher vibe for some reason in this song. I don't know.
It was
Oh,
gorgeous.
that was
I love
gorgeous.
this
Yes,
song.
the songwriter here, Jimmy McCarthy.
Oh yes, yes, Jimmy McCartney. Yes, yes, yes.
That melody
And
is so, so gorgeous.
yes, and I'm really thinking that there is a Mary Gaucher feeling in this song. So
I'm drawn to it
yeah, it could
like
be
you wouldn't
fantastic.
believe. I mean, we
Yeah.
listened to it over and over and over again, didn't we? And then I
Yes,
go in the
yes,
hotel room and listen to it in the headphones. And it was just
yeah.
magic. The song is magic.
Yes, yes, and there is some mystery in it in some way. The music brings you in another dimension, really mysterious.
Yeah, you cross into another reality that you can't name. It's
Yes, yes,
it's mystical, I think is the
yes,
word. Yeah.
yes. That's the word.
Yeah. So
Yes,
what have you got coming up next, Maestro? Have you got some shows in Italy?
yes. I have a show on September 18th in in my in my favorite place where now I live, Venezia, and is for the international day of Jewish culture, and I am playing in the Jewish ghetto in Venezia. That is the most historical ghetto, by the way, in the world, 500 years old, and there is a
Wow.
beautiful square, and I am play, uh, and I will play in that square. So this is really emotional for me. So because it's one of my favorite places in the world, and you know that I wrote a song connected with the Jewish community of Venezia, and so it's really really special for me.
Mm.
Then and so I can't wait. I'm really preparing for this. Then there is another interesting concert on I hope, but it's interesting the place on in some way reminds me the place where Sylvia Plath is buried, the that place. It is this is near Bergamo, and is up on a hill, and is the place where lived one great Italian poet called David Maria Turoldo, and he is also buried there in a small graveyard. I remember that Jaimee also liked to visit graveyards in these places, graveyard of
Yes.
poets and writers, songwriters. So this is a special graveyard that I suggest. And this man was a priest, but was an heretical priest in some way. The church didn't recognize him and put him like in he was confined in this small village up the hill, and he lived 35 years there. And so, and there is a small church there also, a medieval church, and I will play there another
Oh wow.
concert
Beautiful.
close to the grave of the poet in a place that I I really love. So I have these two concerts coming in, and few other things, and then it will come the day soon when we also will regroup at the end of November. I don't know if I can announce this, but
You can.
I can. Okay, so I guess it will happen on November 26th in London, in an incredible venue, the Union Chapel. So I really can't wait for that one too. I
Yeah, I remember last time we played Union Chapel, you and me and Jaimee.
oh
And
yes,
just the sound of that room is so extraordinary. I remember where we went to dinner. I remember walking through rain to get there. I remember the urgency of the moment. I remember the feeling of the room and how you played with Jaimee some, and then we all three got up there, and I feel as though we did a really extraordinary job that night as a trio, and I can't wait to do it again in November in London, England at Union Chapel.
me too. Is one of my favorite place in London to go to concert and to do concerts on stage. And I also keep a very clear memory of that evening that was really emotional. I remember everything. I even remember that Jaimee was dressed in red that night, and uh,
Oh,
and she was
it was a
burning.
special day. It was the
Yeah,
Was it
Guy Fawkes
Fox Day?
Guy
Was it?
Fawkes
I
Guy
think
Fawkes
so.
yeah,
Day.
yes, yes,
Guy
yeah.
Fawkes Day in England, and there was a recognition of Guy
Yes,
Fawkes, and
yeah.
people were wearing the mask, the Guy Fawkes mask.
I remember that day. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Gosh, it was 3 years ago. A little over
Yes,
3 years ago. Yeah.
yes. It was 2019. Yes, yes. I remember that was our last tour together in England, I guess. Yes, yes, it was.
Let's do it again.
Yes, yes, yes. It's time to do it.
It's good to see you, Michele. Thanks for joining us.
And thank you for inviting me. I wish you a great concert. And Jaimee is getting better and better every day. So I wish you to be totally healed soon. Yes,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you soon in England.
Thank you.
See you soon, and I'll do my best to be very patient.
Difficult job.
I know for me, this is a problem for me. Anyway, we love Michele. It's so good to share an hour and a half with the Maestro again. Thanks everybody for joining us. If you haven't yet gotten your own very, very soft, dark enough to see the stars, Mary Gaucher t-shirt, small to double X, we've got these in stock. They're very, very sleepy, soft pillowcase, very nice soft t-shirts. I don't like stiff t-shirts. These are called tri-blend, which means soft, super soft, the softest t-shirt you will ever have. And we still have these bundles of records for $50, 10 CDs, everything I've ever made except for the brand new one. So there's 10 records in a box. We'll send them to you for $50, and you will help us, and hopefully it will be of use to you. Spend some time catching up with the catalog, which has grown into a real body of work at this stage. All right, Jaimee Harris, let's call it a day here. Thanks again, everybody. We're not going to do this again for a little while. The live stream, probably it'll be mid-December when we're back home, unless something changes, and we all know things can change on a dime. If we learned anything through the pandemic, it's that everything planned for the future is a mere proposal. So we'll see how we do out there. Hope to see you all in your town. Lord knows we're going to a lot of towns. So if we come to your town, please come say hi. We meet people every night out there that have been part of the live stream community, and it's so fun to meet you in person. Thanks for joining us. May eternity hold you in the hollow of her hand. May a soft wind enfold you as as you travel distant lands. May the moon and stars delight you as the daylight dims. Till the morning sun warms your face, till I see you again. May you lay down your struggle beneath a silver sky. May a summer rain inside your dreams sing a lullaby. May there be no more struggle, no more pain. May you sleep inside the stillness of the night till I see you again. May you never be a stranger. May you never feel alone. May you reunite with family and friends. May they walk you home. May love embrace you in a dance that never ends. May you rest in gentle arms till I see you again. May you rest in gentle arms till I see you again. Thank you, Jaimee, as always, for running the tech and putting the show together. All of the announcements on the socials and the behind-the-scenes work that you do to make it a success. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Maestro, Michele Gazic. If you're anywhere near Venice, go catch the show that he's doing for the commemorative day for the Jewish community there in the Jewish ghetto in Venice. Wow, I'd love to go to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That sounds extraordinary. And we'll be out there working. Hop onto my mailing list if you're not on it to see if we're coming to your town. Chances are we are. We've got so many dates coming up. So we're going back to work starting this week. And we're wishing Jaimee a quick heal, healthy heal. We're wishing Mary a lot of patience as Jaimee heals and carries everything to all
Someone's
places.
going to come back with a lot of strong upper body muscles, I think.
Oh, no, someone's going to pay the porter to wheel things for me.
Gotcha.
And thanks
The
for
porter at the Holiday Inn.
the porter at the Best Western.
the
yeah.
best one.
Well, you know,
Lexington.
dream on.
I love it. I love it.
Anyway,
Let's manifest.
we're out. See you all on the road. Thanks for your support. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for your tips. Thanks for buying our records. Thanks for joining Patreon. All the things. We appreciate y'all. Take care.